fighter, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 83.7. He's 30, stands at 5'8". He fights out of UKGJJ and hails from Bradford, Piotr Adamczuk. Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 84.2. He's 22, stands at 5'10". He fights out of Wolfpack MMA and hails from Wolverhampton, Daniel Cassell.
So Piotr versus Daniel Cassell, both particularly strong guys. You see straight away.
Strong kick there from
Piotr's got some
Piotr,
power. Just saying, the guy's a real fighter, is Piotr. I was showing to him last night when we were at the weigh-ins, and really great guy. Obviously brought his kid with him and everything, and just loves to fight. You know?
Yeah, he's been on a few shows. Last one he was on was at Combat Challenge. What a great slam by Daniel.
I think these Wolfpack guys are just so good.
They are. I mean, in the corner you've got John, you've got Jai Herbert, and he's the current Combat Challenge champion.
Yeah.
Because he's just strong, man, and his boxing, everything's slick, and that's what they're just breeding there.
Yeah, they are.
Creating.
You see them turn up to shows and they're just crushing people. They're fantastic. But you know, Daniel's going to have a fight on his hands with Piotr, because Piotr's a gamer. He's here to fight. So
and he spent a lot of time with UKGJJ, which is established in Bradford, run by Sasha Martin Luther King. So he's strong pedigree there.
That's the Gracie Combatives, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
right.
The one. Yeah,
that's it. Seen a few of their fighters before. They they attack on the floor. They really like their submissions.
I think Piotr is trying to do that. He's trying to stay active and work off his back.
He's working an underhook on there, controlling the posture break, doing everything right really. When you're in guard, just needs to climb those feet up and maybe see if he can create an opportunity or two. Look for a sweep there. So I'm not sure that's worked out too well for him. He's ended up sort of falling into a fairly shallow half guard really. Looking to make some posture and get some position though, and Daniel's looking to secure his neck a little bit and keep him pushed up against the cage.
I think with trying to grab a neck like that, Piotr would have had that day in, day out in the gym, so he's soon reversed back out of there.
Yeah, that's it. He's not helped his position, unfortunately, though, because Daniel's been very canny there and used that head to set up a bit of movement. He's trying to create some space now, but Daniel's just all over him. Like
springs back, doesn't he?
He is. Trying to think of a good analogy there for what he's all over him like, because he's getting a bit standard now, so...
Maybe like a rash?
Yeah, we'll stick with that for the time being until we can power through. So he's moved to mount now, and he's using heavy hips and stuff. Good ground and pound there to start with without giving up his position. Very, very canny. He's not overextending his punches.
I mean, Piotr could slip out the back if he tried.
As he's just done there, exactly right. And still looking to get his knees through. Very, very agile hips for Quiet, because he's only 5'8", is Piotr, and he's a big unit, and quite slick hips for a guy of that size, and looks like he's caught up in the short side, but trying to regain his guard as well.
But Daniel's just on him hard, isn't it? Just constantly there, not giving him an inch to get through.
Just constant hip pressure driving in. His base is really, really solid.
And
it doesn't give you a lot to work with, does it? You've got a guy constantly moving, just giving you no room, and he's looking for the constant position change that's
and
really
the speed of his movement as well.
I mean, these guys are middleweights, man. They're moving quick, eh?
Yeah.
Striking well from half guard.
That would have been a strong round that for Daniel.
Very strong round. Lovely takedown.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Just that big elevator up, and we'll see how the next round plays out. But good strong start from both guys. Piotr doing the best he can, but ate a big takedown early, and
he did, and
very costly.
And the thing is that Daniel kept on top of that. He capitalised it, and he was doing some strong strikes. And every time Piotr found a bit of room, he sprung
straight back on
again
him.
Straight away.
Just tight and good pressure. It's good to see that sort of level of pressure from a middleweight, because they're normally the bigger guys at the gym, and they can sometimes get away with being a bit lazy. And it's good to see both these guys. Active hips from Piotr, which is really good, and just really, really consistent pressure from Daniel. Very, very good from both fighters. And I'd like to see what they both got standing.
Yeah, sorry?
I'd like to see what they both got standing.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, Daniel, I've seen him, and he can punch. Piotr, on his last fight, he took it to the ground, so I don't know how good or how bad he is with stood up.
He's just built like a wrestler, isn't he? Well, both these guys are. Both these guys are built like full-on tanks. Immediate clinch takedown attempt there from Piotr, and Daniel working well to keep pressure on the cage.
What Piotr's doing is he's not really spreading his leg like that. He's just bending forward and bending downwards, which then leaves him open when he bends his knee.
He's about to get twisted around there quite easily. He's got an arm, but he's not in a position to really capitalise. You know, he's
and Daniel picked it up straight away. You know,
he's re-established a very strong position again. You know, he's going to escape this half guard more than likely and make Piotr's life very miserable for a short period of time. And if he can get that foot out, he's established a full mount. A full mount against the cage like that is it's a big ask to advance that position. You know, he's done well. Piotr's done well there to create some space so he can actually try and escape. But
he has, and I think he's wanting to go through the back door.
He's very much trying to get turned on. Great hip transition speed there from Daniel, and then hitting the reversal as well. Piotr's not making it easy for him. You know, he's got that arm looking like he could probably hit that judo throw over the top if he can, but. Daniel just pressure.
And he's making sure that his hips are behind, so he's got that constant laden weight on him.
That's right. And he's always looking to punch, you know, he's always looking to stay active, and I respect these fights. Good knee to the body there, quite difficult to pull off as well without hitting the head as well on a down opponent. Good leg scoop move to side control. And looks to continue.
Savvy fighter is Dan, isn't it?
Very savvy. Man. He's got
just constant.
So there's never a gap, is there? You know, and Piotr's doing his best to create that gap. He's doing as best as he can to create this. But Daniel just really staying on him.
I mean, it'll be really frustrating for your Piotr, is this, you know. But you know, credit where credit's due to Dan. He's just constantly put that pressure on him. But he hasn't been a lazy fighter.
No,
he's put that pressure on him, but at the same time punching away as well.
It's very much a strong positional performance from Daniel, but like you said, it's not just hold and hope. It's very much, you know, try and set up some punches. You see it there. He's constantly working hammer fist, short punches, always from a strong position of posture as well, which is very good. And Piotr's doing everything he can. You know, I mean, he's moving well. He's trying to escape the whole time, and sometimes there's not much you can do when you've been out wrestled.
Yeah. And Dan is clever. He's keeping his hips really way back. So, you know, it's hard for Piotr to do anything.
That's right, and he's not really taking chances because he feels he's in a position that he doesn't really need to.
He could be left with a head and arm here.
He's looking to set it up. I mean, the arm's there.
I think he's stepped over as well.
I don't know if there's too much space there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there was just enough for him to turn his head out and roll out.
Might go for the guillotine instead.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be smart if he could maybe get that left hook round the side, as he has done there, to try and take the back. If he can just flam out, he's not going to finish in this round, but it's a strong finish. Ground and pound from the back's a nice way to finish the round.
Strong finishes on both rounds for Dan there.
Yeah, very strong, and both coming from really good takedowns off the cage as well. That first round, a huge elevator takedown. Second round, just went straight after him, didn't he? And a couple of punches and took him down nice.
Well, you'd think there'd be a sense of desperation here now for Piotr's camp.
Yeah.
Thinking, look, you know, we're going to have to go for broke here.
You can't imagine him saying anything other than, right, you have to dive straight out this, get this takedown and get a sub if that's your game. Either that or you need to put some heavy hands on this guy and make him pay. But, you know, it's he's kind of running out of ideas here. You know, he's playing a good game from the bottom, but he's losing. And Dan Cassell's getting told more the same.
It's just unfortunate for Piotr that he's come across somebody like Dan.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's slick on the floor. And his hip movement's great. His hip positioning's cool. You know, everything about it, and everything he's doing. He's just going with the punches, moving his hips around, going from side control, coming back on. You know, and
it's a very measured performance, isn't it? You know, he's not taking many risks, but he's doing everything right, and that's you know, it's going to win in this fight probably. And you know, Piotr's looking like he's struggling a bit now. He's looking like he's breathing hard, but I mean, who wouldn't be? You've had that sort of pressure for 6 minutes. He's doing really well, but he's going to have to turn something on here. He's going to have to show us something we haven't seen yet in this fight to prove that there's more to it. Whoa. Well, there we go. That's how he starts. Spinning back kick. If you're going to go down, go out swinging, eh?
Yeah.
But I think there's a good chance he's going to end up with a bundle takedown and a big slam straight to side control.
Well, it's apparent that Dan doesn't want any striking, really. He just wants to take it down and deal with him on the floor.
Yeah, you know, good wrestler with good ground and pound. You know, that's been a standard of the game since Mark Coleman, hasn't it? You know.
Yeah. No. Is he called the Godfather?
The Godfather of ground and pound. Yeah, that's correct.
It was, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, just a really smart game plan from here, and not much chance of Daniel taking any damage whatsoever, to be honest. And you know, if these guys are active, they fight all the time. You know, they've got to fight the smart fights, and still, like you said, working hard. You know, this is not,
really
it's not boring in any way, shape, or form. He's doing really great, and Piotr's making as much a fight of this as anyone.
Yeah, and that's why Mick Clemenson jumping in, because they've been really active here.
Yeah, this is it. And both fights, you know, credit where credit's due. There's a really good fight going on here in regards to almost like a wrestling versus jiu-jitsu standoff here, as Piotr's doing everything he can to try and advance his position.
He is,
but
and even in such a tight position, he's trying to put his feet on the hips to push him away.
That's it. He's constantly coming off his main hip, so he's not staying square all the time. He's looking for sweeps and angles and options, and you know, he's doing a good job. Constantly regains guard after he's passed. He's very, very active from the bottom, and he's also avoiding a lot of damage. But like you said, Daniel's just relentless, just soul destroying, energy sapping, heavy hip wrestling with active ground and pound. I mean, this is how you win fights. You know, this is how you win fights in the UFC. You know, this is you know, active based fighting.
You know, like that, he didn't have to step over.
No, he was quite capable, wasn't he, just staying where he was. But yeah, bang on, man. He's looking to find those better positions, isn't he? Living to get a chance to actually unload his punches, and Piotr's constantly breaking his posture and trying to advance, but I just don't think he's got a submission in him.
No, and I think he's struggling to deal with Dan's ability to just recoil back in again straight away.
Like you said, it's active, but I feel for Piotr at this point, because there's just a relentlessness to this attack by Daniel. And the
thing is, it's nearly been a whole round on the floor. You don't hear anyone booing because it's active. You know,
that's it.
And that's why
I've not heard a single boo tonight at all, which I like. I like to see that. But then again, the fights have been fantastic tonight. They've been so good, and it's this sort of attitude that we like. You know, the ground battle's a battle, just like stand-up is. You know, there has to be action. As soon as it starts stalling, you know, people are right to boo, but there's, you know, you give them a reason to lose interest. But not going to happen in this fight. You know, there's just constant work. Fitness levels thrown tonight has been phenomenal, and Daniel's put on a really good show here tonight.
Daniel should be really pleased with his performance today.
Measured, controlled, just
definitely,
just out and out control. Fantastic, really good fight, and you know he's won it as well, which is great.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 hardcore rounds to go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges' scores in favour of your winner. In the blue corner, Daniel Cassell. Please show your appreciation to Piotr.